Have you ever made laundry bar soap, waited for it to harden, and then after everything you discover that the soap is still soft? Maybe it looked good at the first time, but after a few days it's become more softer again when you touch it or you try to use it. So let's get right into today's video. Yeah. Okay guys, without wasting much of our time, in today's video I'm going to share 5 mistake with you why your laundry bar soap, that your laundry bar soap is always soft. Okay, and that is what I'm going to share with you today. So all you need to do is to watch this video to the end, because the last part is going to surprise you and I don't want you to miss any part of it. Okay, so watch it to the end and let's get right into the video. Yeah. Number one is wrong measurement. The first mistake is using the wrong measurement. You understand? Many people measure ingredients using spoon, cup, or even guessed. But when you are making soap, the measurement of each ingredient is important. Yes, you don't just guess. You don't just use anyhow measurement. You understand? If you use too much of one ingredient or too little of another, the final soap may not have the right balance. Yes, so when you are making soap, you should not guess. Guessing is going to spoil everything, okay? That can even affect the hardness, the texture, the cleaning ability, and overall quality of the soap. This is why I always recommend using a reliable weighing scale and measuring your ingredients carefully. You understand? When you are measuring your ingredients carefully, accurately, my dear, you are going to get the perfect result. You don't just do soap. You don't just wake up and begin to guess the measurement, guess the water you are going to use, guess the caustic soda, guess the soda ash, guess all the ingredients. No, you need a weighing scale. That is the first thing. Before you can even start soap business, the first thing you need to get is your weighing scale. That is the first thing you need to get, because guessing is not going to solve the problem. Okay, that is it on that. The second mistake is that when you are not mixing your ingredients properly, you understand? If you are not mixing it properly, you are going to get it all wrong. When the ingredients are not mixed well, they may not combine very well. You may end up with some parts of the soap being harder and other parts being softer. Some area may also contain more of one ingredient than another. If you are making your soap, take your time during mixing and make sure the mixture is properly combined before pouring it into your mold. Do not just rush this process or this stage of soap making. You understand? When you rush it, like you go into it, take your time and mix everything very well. By so doing, you are going to get the major results you are looking for. The third mistake is removing the soap too early. Yeah. If you are removing soap too early after everything, you are going to spoil everything. Okay. Sometimes the outside of the soap look hard, but the inside is still soft. If you remove or cut the soap too early, it might lose its shape or become damaged. The amount of time needed depends on the type of soap you are making or the type of ingredients you use and the size of the mold and the condition around the soap. So you know, just once you pour your soap into a mold, you know, just start removing it. Don't let the surface deceive you. Do not be judged by the soap only by the surface. Make sure it has a hard, like your soap had enough time to properly set before removing it from the mold. You understand? You not just judge the soap by the surface. You understand? Don't judge it by the surface. If you are doing that, you are going to spoil a lot of things. You just give it a time, and it depends on your mood again. Like I said, it depends on the mood you are using, the type of ingredients you are using, and if your measurement is correct, everything is going to blend very well, and you are going to get the same results at the same time. So that is it on that. The fourth mistake is too much liquid. Too much liquid can make the soap softer and may increase the time of it to harden, like to take hard. So you understand what I'm saying? This is why it is important to follow a tested formula and measure the liquid carefully. That is the liquid we are going to use. You not just guess. You understand? Do not add extra water simply because the mixture look thick. Like now, you are making soap. You say this mixture you are doing now, the thing look thick. It's thicker now. Let me add small water. No, you are not going to do that because the mixture may change as the ingredients continue to combine. Like when you continue to turn, you continue to mix, later you are going to see the changes, you are going to see more result. So you not just like do everything, like add more water to it because the soap is thick, your mixture is thick. No, make sure you deal with the right measurement. When you are dealing with the right measurement, there's nothing like this one is thick, let me add water. The only time your soap will be thick that you want to add water is when you are guessing. You are guessing the measurement that you are using. So that is it on that. Number five mistake is poor storage. Even though you have a good bar of soap, it can become soft if it is not properly kept. Okay? After making your soap, store it in a clean, dry, well ventilated place. Avoid keeping it in an area where there is no ventilation or placing it direct on a wet surface. Don't do that. It is going to make your soaps even more softer. Proper storage can help protect the quality of your finished soap. If you are not doing it the right way, my dear, you are not going to get the best result. Yeah. One more thing I want to mention in this video. When your soap is soft, do not just start adding random ingredients to the next batch. First, try to identify the actual problem. Is it from your measurement? Is it from too much water? Is it that the soap is removed too early? Was it from the mixture? When you understand the case of the problem, it becomes much easier to improve in your results. You not just start adding. Let me add this one. Maybe it's from this one. Let me do this one. Maybe it's from this. Let me do that. Maybe it's from this. No. Okay. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.